You shat all over it. You did. But
I'm not here working, yeah?
I just made him do it without paying him for it. Aprilia India, you did not give us bike, so we came to Dubai to ride it, okay?
The screen is very complicated and these buttons are very confusing to use.
Okay, so what are we doing in Dubai? I'm here in the middle of the desert. Literally, we're in the middle of the desert. Please point the camera there and show people that I'm not lying. And then now we're standing in front of what looks like a gondola. What's it? Pagoda.
Pagoda.
With me is the guy that you need to know if you're a biker in the UAE. This is Imran Seth. And he's mad about motorcycles. We were at the racetrack yesterday. It was just about figuring these two babies out and then getting on the factory RS660 and I was like, oh my god. So a lot.
Yeah, that was a mad day. It was a busy mad day.
It was so fun. We were supposed to go up to Jebel Jais.
Yes,
which
the
is
highest mountain in the UAE. The guys who built this road, it's like literally they looked at all the racetracks in the world and went, okay, so we'll take the corners from that one,
Wow.
put it together, build it up the mountain.
Damn. So unfortunately
anyway.
we couldn't go because I kind of have this whole thing is frozen and it hurts like a and I didn't want to mess it up for everybody else, so we took a shorter ride up to this gondola.
The solar park.
The gondola at the back?
Yes.
That's not a gondola.
Pagoda. It's a pagoda.
For God's sake. They have the most amazing riding stretches here.
The roads
here
are fantastic.
Quality of tarmac. If you ever want to do a riding holiday, you must come to Dubai. But I'm going to come back again.
Absolutely. I mean, come on, it's a 2.5 hour flight.
Absolutely. You should consider Dubai. And if you do, get in touch with this guy here. We haven't seen the 660s in India. I mean, there's been no media bikes. So we haven't been able to ride it. And that's why we had to come to Dubai. One of the reasons. Rishad, need you here, man. Just come. Don't be a drama queen with your weird hat.
What do you want to talk about?
You were on that for most part of yesterday and then you got on this. What's your take on the 660s?
I think my first reaction was, oh, they're bigger than I thought they were. When you sit on them, they feel like big bikes.
Yeah.
Especially after the 790 at home. these feel big and it's wide in front. Feels like on a substantial motorcycle, which I was not expecting.
Yeah.
From what I've seen on the bikes online. I really like the engine. Somehow Aprilia has made their parallel twin feel like their own engine.
Yeah.
It has its own character. There is a
It's
sort
so
of
grunty, no?
There's a sort of vibe like the V4 engine. There is some connection to it.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
You can when you turn both the factory and this one on, you can actually, when you hear them together, you're just like, okay.
Amazing electronics, lots of electronics. I think the screen is very complicated and these buttons are very confusing to use.
I used the cruise control and I thought it would be as twitchy as like when I rode the Multistrada.
Yeah.
I did have my bit of issues moving speeds and stuff. This thing was just magical. While we were on the go, I could go down lower on the speed
Just
limit.
with the toggle.
Yeah, with the toggle.
Nice.
It was pretty cool. Handling.
Very nice.
Especially on the track.
They don't feel heavy. I mean, they look like big bikes. They don't feel heavy at all, but they also feel stable and firm like you would expect from a super sport bike. I mean, it has a proper perimeter frame and it doesn't feel twitchy and bouncy.
Did you feel a bit of twitchiness every time so I'd finish the straight and I'd downshift and then I'd get into the corner and I'd just feel a little bit of unsettling on the front.
That first corner is a drop downhill.
Yeah.
And it just never felt nice on the front end.
Yeah.
I think it was just a matter of the layout of the track and being new.
The best part is we got to ride at the Autodrome. Yeah. It's huge for the both of us because that is I think one thing off our bucket list, and we'd also want to ride across different parts of the world on different racetracks. Yeah, it was nice to kind of do it together. What do you think of this acid yellow color?
I love it.
It's
I think
really
it's
cool,
brilliant.
right?
Is it acid yellow or acid gold? They call it acid gold.
Acid gold,
Yeah.
gold.
I think it's brilliant.
So it looks almost neon in certain light.
Yeah, it
neon
looks like
green.
with the sun coming off it right now,
Yeah.
the glint in it is amazing.
Yeah, and now it looks a little like on the goldish tinge.
But I think these bikes look, especially this looks so good. I really like the brakes. The brakes are so strong on this thing. I mean, there are a couple
Yeah,
of times
really
I
good brakes.
sort of outbrake myself and the rears moving all over the place with the front is just planted very nice. Tires are great. Surprisingly high-end tires. These are Rosso Corsa 2s,
Yeah.
which are the same tire you get on the Street Fighter V4 from Ducati. I mean, they're a high-level tire, one level below Supercross. I was not expecting these
That's
bikes
really
to have
good.
them. And yeah,
But are you okay with the kind of pricing that they come at?
not in India.
Not in India.
No, they're too expensive for what they are.
Yeah?
They're very competitively priced in Dubai. I think it works out to, I could be wrong here, but something like 10 lakhs in Dubai.
That's
and
not
we're paying
bad.
14 or something.
Oh shit, yeah, that's not fair.
It's not a full-on super sport, mainly because the suspension feels a little less race. It's not so committed to the riding position. I think it's quite comfortable on the road also. I mean, it is a sporty bike.
So I haven't ridden this on the road yet, thanks to my... Why does it feel taller than that? Absolutely feels taller than that. That feels a lot more comfortable on the tiptoeing situation as well.
It might just be the fact that you're leaning down forward.
He's supposed to know everything because that's his job. But I
I'm
just
not here working, yeah?
I just made him do it. Like, he didn't even realize. I just made him review both the motorcycles without paying him for it.
You can take me out for a good meal after this.
Awesome.
Have the hat.
Oh my god. Ah, my shoulder. And yeah, I just feel like we've had a smashing 3 days with these Aprilias. And so we'd like to thank
Society Motors.
and
Aprilia UAE.
yes, for making this possible. Aprilia India, you did not give us bike, so we came to Dubai to ride it, okay?
Shall
The
we now
Jharkhand was
khalas
selling
it?
yesterday. And khalas.